Hello, everyone! I am Tacet, and welcome to the Gems of War Tower of Doom stream, week 23, day 6. So, today, we already got most of our things done. Do need to go into a little bit of Bounty Hunter, of course. Got to get our little bit of pokes there, since we didn't go for as high of a tier. But we basically get it for a whole, how much cheaper? 300 gems cheaper? But then after that, of course, our main focus will be on, trying to do some token grinding. Still have a ways to go with that, as always. Like, that's never not gonna be a thing. But still need to go hunt for them, see what we can get. And yeah, next patch very soon, TM. Probably next Tuesday. No official date has been given, but the chance that it is on Tuesday is exceedingly likely. So we'll be able to go from there with everything that happens pay to win related next patch. But anyways, so where do we start? Let's go do bounty first and get that out of the way. Let's actually switch back to magic and start off with our bounty. Obviously, we already finished out Tower of Doom earlier. Been done with that since, I believe, Wednesday, but make sure to get up to 426 completion if you haven't already. That is what actual 100% is for this game mode. Even if your guild ends up getting stage 12, you still need floor 25th completed all the way to floor 26 in order to get all the scrolls. So do make sure to do that if you haven't already. It can be done with tier 4 normally, as long as you don't have to overly scout for your guild. Anyways, even then, you'd still probably have enough sigils. Like right now, we're still sitting on with tier 4. We didn't do any scouting, but we're sitting on 12, so that would have been enough to scout out 3 whole floors with that many. Anyways, so first things first, let's go get Bounty Hunter done. Let's see, that shouldn't be enough battles. I think we'll still have to do it tomorrow and wrap it up tomorrow. But let's keep going at it. So we've been using tier 4, or we've been doing it with tier 4. This ends up saving us, given that we already have the Bounty Captain maxed because it came out with one. It saved us a blue orb and 300 gems. So we saved a lot on this Bounty Hunter. It's a little bit unfortunate that we don't get a new Bounty Troop. But in a way, it's almost a good thing because it's so much cheaper than it normally would be in order to do the event. So it ends up working out pretty well. Anyways, we'll take that over. We'll grab ourselves a... oh, what do I even go for here? Oh, we'll get that down for now. Why are you not dead? That's like the biggest threat too. Actually, I forgot. We should be targeting last slot. Last slot's the most annoying thing to have to deal with for this. Also, let me move this. I just realized my thing's not proper. There we go. I don't want that falling down. I'll watch it still fall down. There we go. Anyways, move that over. Grab the reds from over there. Get things rolling. Also, hello everyone. Didn't even say hello yet. Hello, Bill. Hello, Cookie. Hello, George. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Dinosuit Girl. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's go kill this. We already started it. Might as well finish it out. I'm going to silence. Not silence. I'm going to not silence. I don't want to getting a red summon. Now we can silence. Though a little late. Let's just throw it at first slot, I guess. Then we can Excavator. And we should be good to go off Excavator. And then we can, what do we go for here? We'll go for that over there. We'll grab a, let's take that for now. Get our other purple there. Get our Skull Poke. Grab the other little bit of mana. And then we can kill... Oh, I did end up getting some because we created so many red at the end. And I forgot to take those reds. We didn't actually need it. Archer will kill us out there. But one nice thing about Bounty is it doesn't actually matter what troops end up dying. You still get the max amount of bonus that you started with. The only 2 things that matter in Bounty is that you start with the max amount of multiplier that you can, and actually winning the battle. Oh, and killing the Vow Raven. Those are the only things that actually matter. If you end up losing troops, you do not lose any points in this game mode, unlike many other game modes, where you would end up losing some points. What do we go for here? Let's go for brown. Actually, I should have taken red. Actually, we have more brown gain than red gain, don't we? Which, why is that? We have more red mana accumulation on this team. Do I actually have the banner set more to brown than red? It might have been because of what it minuses that I did it that way. Oh, because we need the +1 for Excavator. And we wanted to minus something relatively useless, which was yellow. So what we probably did was check what the minus yellow banners were, and then pick the most viable minus yellow banner, and that was that one. Makes sense. That works then. So that means the most optimal banner for this team doesn't exist, but It works for now. Okay, because the most optimal would be something like a +2 red, +1 purple, -1 yellow. Would be the most optimal banner we could set. But I'm pretty sure that doesn't exist. I don't think it does. I'll throw that down. Grab our kill on that to make sure Valraven doesn't get away. Hello, Ryan. Welcome. Hope all of you have been having a wonderful weekend so far. Let's see. We'll take that over for now. 103 moves and treasure hunt 0 gems. Ouch. Can happen sometimes though, and sometimes going that far technically doesn't even increase your chance of getting a gem, relative to staying at a lower end. Because if you have something like, let's say 5 red chests and 2 vaults, your chance of getting gems is theoretically the same as if you had 7 green chests. The only difference is each chest would give more gems if it was to give gems. However, your actual chance to get gems is still technically the same, even if you had like 3 vaults and 4 reds compared to 7 greens. Because the only thing that changes is really their amount of gems, not necessarily their chance of gems. I'm not sure if they do have different chance of gems, though. Their drop table isn't public, and you have to data mine for it. But, interesting to see. Yet another thing that doesn't have drop rates in the game, which is quite unfortunate. I'll take that over for now. And he'll be dead. Hello, Bushka! Welcome. Yeah, we're right back where we started. We're already at 4 battles. Because of all the Valraven. So maybe I underestimated how much Valraven we get. We already did 4 battles and we're right back. We're at full amount. Wasn't expecting that many. So we're likely only finding 1 more, if that. At this point. Do I have a Patreon? Yes. However, we technically don't really have much for Patreon rewards, if really even anything. If nothing else, we've had some video suggestions and stuff that have centered around it. But I do technically have a Patreon. Let's see. We'll throw that down for now. Get our Pokety Poke. I should probably Pokety Poke the last slot there. And then we can get all the red mana from there, and that should be enough to pretty much get things rolling. Take that over. We'll grab the other little bits, grab our hit over there. I've been meaning to get merch eventually. It's been a long-term thing. That I've been considering at some point. At what point, I'm not sure. And honestly, with pandemic, I'd probably wait till after that point before I'd really bother getting into it. But I can see myself doing it within the next year or 2, probably. I will at some point. It's definitely something that's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. Let's see. We'll throw that down for now. And it's pretty much matched. We can literally just throw the parrot, get that bounty captain at it, kill it out. But yeah, if we find 1 more Valraven, that's almost all points now. Up. Well, there it is. Wow, what is this Valraven luck? I was definitely expecting it to take until tomorrow. But at current rate, we might get it done today. I'm pretty sure 1 more Valraven is enough points. I don't think this one is, but next one after this one I believe is. Enough points to get it done today, if we get lucky enough to get that to occur. So throw that down for now. We'll go throw all that over there. We'll go throw, I'll throw that all the way last slot. Let's see. Got the other poke over there. Last of our manas. Grab the mana all the way from corner then. And unfortunately, it actually misses the extra turn though. And we can throw that into the triple. Actually, we were just about to do it for a double, but it gives us triple. Ideally, we'd have a skull here, but I'll take that, and then he dies off of pretty much anything. The problem is we don't have pretty much anything right now. Now we do. Not sure why I didn't take the skull, but there we go. The AI was changed like about a year or two ago to not always prioritize skull every single time. And ever since then, it kind of makes some weird moves sometimes. Okay, so yeah, we need one more Valraven. Also, are we at 4 battles right now? How do we been at 4 battles this entire time? We're just getting like infinite Valravens right now. I'm pretty sure we were still at 4 battles. If we go down to 3, we were. Hello, Jason! Welcome. Hello, Gearwax. Yes, the hello everyone would definitely be the first thing we do if we ever do merch. It can't not be something hello everyone related. Like, that's kind of mandatory for initial merch. Let's see. Especially since we can't really do anything too Gems of War related due to copyright reasons. Actually, Gems of War themselves can't even do anything Gems of War related because of copyright reasons. Because they theoretically don't own the intellectual property in a sense. I'm not sure what the whole ordeal with that is, but they can't even make their own merch for the game they develop, which is kind of funny. Let's see, we'll throw that down for now. I'll move that over. Take the other thing. Grab a poke on that. Hello, Birdleaf! Welcome. Is today's deed offer worth it? What do you mean? It's different per person, so I'm not sure which offer you're referring to. The offers are not the same per person. The adventure board is, and a new task system that's coming out for next patch for the thingy is, for the what's it called? The wow, what's it called? The challenge is the, wow, why am I such a blank right now? It has a special name. Campaigns. The campaign chapter tasks. Those also have it. But I completely lost my train of thought now. Trying to think of like that one side thing. But anyways, long story short, my brain is fried. Lack of sleep. Go. Let's see, we'll take that over. But let me go double check what my offers actually are too. But they are different per person, whereas the campaigns things are the same. That's what I wanted to say. Why was that so hard? Oh, there was something I did want here. I have the clan offer thingy thing. This gives us free gifts for our guild. Well, not free, but it's technically a positive exchange. Which reminds me, we got deeds. Those free deeds are worth it. They're free. But no, the flash offer is the same for everyone there too, but not the weapon one. But whatever offers are here are different per person. Like whatever 3 you see here is not the same per person. These are the same. And the campaign chapter tasks will be the same for everyone. But these are not. The offers every single day. They're completely different per person. That's what I wanted to say. But brain failed. Anyways. Oh wait, why am I doing explore? We still got other things we need to go do. Like bounty hunter. Do we have enough points? No. If we find a Valraven, yes. So let's see if we can find that Valraven. Because that means bounty hunter completion. All we need is one to be able to find it. One single one will do it. Let's go for some res over here. I'll take the other one. Throw down, I'm not sure. Let's go for a summoner first. Get that out the way. I'll take the other thing over there. I'll grab the other red. Get a hit over there. Grab herself a purple over there. Take a skull. Grab our other poke. Take our green that we need. Let's see. We'll take that over there. I'll grab right over there then. Get a Tagraki down. We'll grab another right over there. Go for a nice explosion. Can we actually get it going? I'd go for a skull and try for it that way. I'm tempted. Hey, we do get a skull out of it and extra turn. Nice. That worked out really well, actually. And then we'll kill that out. And I just have to deal with this thing. Why did I save the strongest one for last? At least as far as its damage output, strongest. I'll take the red there. Hopefully get skull. Didn't get it. We can go for another red here, though. Let's take that for now. Throw the poke over there. And then let's throw excavator to full mana. And then we can kill it out. Be good to go. Okay. Can we find this last Valraven? We have 2 battles. If we find it, we have enough points. If we don't, we don't. We got 1 battle left. Place your votes now. Will we find Valraven next battle? If we do, it's Bounty Hunter completion for today. And if not, we get it done like first battle tomorrow. Or something like that. First or second battle. Alright, move that over. Take a red. One can hope. Let's see. 50-50 on this deal. The Guild War brand t-shirt. 7 t-shirts. The 7 colors of the Guild War week. And black from Monday. Yeah, you know how hard it is to find, oddly enough, a brown shirt that actually doesn't green screen on my green screen. You need to find like a dark green. Like to have a nice setup for it, you would have to find a really dark green so that it doesn't green screen on normal green screens. You would need to find a really dark yellow so that it also wouldn't green screen on green screens. And for whatever reason, tones of brown sometimes can actually get caught on it, depending on how you set your settings on it, which would you also need like a really dark brown for. Problem is lighter variants of those, especially with light reflection on it, becomes a lot more accidentally green screenable from the bleeding of the screen color onto you from the light. Because my screen is very, very close to my body. Like I'm touching it right now. Like it's that close. And there's normally like color diffusion or whatever the term for it is, where it like spreads around and gets on everything. I keep getting color all over me. But the light from the reflecting off the screen then goes on the body or whatever you're wearing, which ends up making it green screen even more. However, if you have really dark color, that doesn't happen. Or it's less likely to happen. A lot less likely. But it's one of the reasons why a lot of those lighter colors actually green screen on it. They're too light. I'll take that for now. It's also one of the reasons I normally wear this. Because black is dark enough that it will never happen to it. Or it shouldn't. We'll take that over. There'd be no reason for it to. Also because it's cozy. And I like cozy things. Cozy is nice. What do we go for here? Let's just throw this all the way outside. Okay, Tagraki kill on that. Let's see. We'll take the thing over there. Agile, can you not keep doing that? That'd be great. I'll throw that down for now. See what else we can get as follow up. Let's see. We'll take the man over there for now. And then we can Tagraki into a poke. We'll take that poke for now and then just Tagraki kill him. Or skull, that works too. Dead. Cozy like Elluffy, you miss him. He's still on the bed. Okay, Valraven or no Valraven? Valraven, we get it done today. No Valraven means tomorrow. No Valraven. Interesting. We got such a streak of Valravens. Then we go like 5 battles, 0 Val. Very interesting. Well, this is what I thought initially, even though we got really close to it otherwise, is that we'd have it done by tomorrow. And that's still the case. That's why I didn't put in the title. Otherwise, I would have. I wasn't expecting to get that many Valravens, though. I think we found 3 Valravens, which is way above estimate. However, it was one short of actually getting it done today. What do we even want here? Let's just take some normal red. I didn't think Excavator would land. I still don't think Excavator will land, but I'm still going for it now. Gave us mana. Oh, it did actually land extra turn. Nice, okay. Let's throw it on there then. The highest damage output. Get that out of the way. Throw that down over there. Oh, why'd I give him that? 5 times. So did he even use purple? I guess that doesn't matter as much. We have silence if we want to throw it. That we could explode a bunch of skulls, and by a bunch of skulls I mean 3. 3 is still a good amount. Do we just grab skull here? Yeah, I think we do. So we got that poke there. He'll do a thing. We'll take the other thing over. I'll grab the skull over there. I'll get our thing right over there. Get our other poke. He just agiles it. Get our poke over there. Oh, 4 skull for a really big boost ratio. But that didn't give an extra turn. There's something wrong. I guess how much red is that? That is 12, 17. That is a 17 red spawn plus 9 less tiles to get even spawn on. Stripes ate the code shirt. Question above. Let's see. What was the question? All I see was you deleting like 3 comments and 1 other comment that wasn't a question. Oh, you got 10 plus gems in the offer, right? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I don't understand your question. Salty said too soon, TM. Let's see. I'll throw that down over to the side. I was like, hello, Ella. Welcome back. Okay, that should be enough to kill. Okay, that's our last bounty battle. And by last bounty battle, I mean the last of today, because we are literally 2 battles short. Which would have been 1 Valraven. But we didn't find it. So tomorrow we'll open up all of our loot, see what we get. Go from there. We'll probably do that after we go over all the weekly event stuff, as we do every single Sunday. I'll make sure to do it at the beginning. I forgot to do it at the beginning last time. It just completely slipped in my mind because of everything else that was going on at the time. That I think it was like midway through the stream. But we normally do it right at the beginning of Sunday streams. Anyways, let's go take out dailies before we go do that. And then we'll go mess around with Explore. So let's go take out basic dailies. Where on earth is my Explore team? There we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted Phoenicia. Not Explore 12. Fail. Well, these battle, it's actually quicker just to retreat this. As sad as that may seem. Even though that team is strong. But it's not quick at killing that specific type of team. This is, though. Where is it? There it is. Let's go get this down. $10 for a hello. $999 value. I almost want to make a shirt like that. I spent $20 on this shirt. $100 value. I am tempted to make a shirt like that. It is very thematic of Gems of War. I'll throw that down. When are we doing our next Animal Crossing stream? I'm not sure on exact date, to be honest. We normally do it for important events. And normally towards the beginning and end of the month, because that's when there's the most amount of stuff to do. We're definitely doing a nightly stream for it at some point. Definitely not tonight. I'm tired. But at some point... Actually, Isabel, we might not even be trading tonight. I'm probably heading to bed in, like, next hour. But, we could just do it a different day, as long as it's not taking up too much space on your thing. But anyways, next Animal Crossing stream, I'm honestly not sure. Definitely before the end of this month. I'm just not sure on the exact date at the moment. They tend to just kind of pop up here and there for more important events. There's just not always something like really big to go over. And we've kind of exhausted most daily grinds to the point that they're not as interesting anymore. Unless like something new happens. Or we make a really big overhaul to the island. Or a monthly change, it just kind of changes things. Though by the next time I stream, we should have some Goldivar items in Animal Crossing. all the new pirate stuff. Maybe not the full set like we did for the mermaid stuff, because that's a lot harder to get without time travel, which we're not using. But I would still have some amount of items of it. This t-shirt has a VIP value of 125 points. I don't think people would get that reference as much. Though I do know what reference that is referring to. It's the point value to money value of the thing. But I don't think a lot of people would get that reference compared to some of the others. That is a pretty funny reference nonetheless. It's like how most games that you spend money on have a way of like obfuscating how much you've actually spent on the game by showing it a different value. That's basically what the VIP points do for Gems of War. I don't tend to mod people too often. Just because I've probably modded too many people in the past. And normally we have enough to moderate the chat these days. This shirt is pay to wear. That is true. You would have to pay money to wear the shirt. Technically, every shirt in existence almost is pay to wear. I've gotten some that weren't pay to wear from like thrift shops and stuff before. But yeah, almost every shirt in existence is pay to wear. The clothing industry is so pay to wear. Let's see. What am I looking for? I did that. Let's go clear out these. We'll take that over for now. Let's see. I'll throw that down. Bill Warhammer. Doesn't take that long to get a Zugov. Oh, I already did that. Okay, we did that. Let's go and begin the hunt. Or continue the hunt. The hunt never ends. Let's go get Nyshas. People hate it when you ask them how much they get paid to wear someone else's logo. Yeah, there's a whole market around that. Why am I using this? Wrong team. Again. Would you like to end the current explorer? No. I just need to set the right team. Okay, well, our tokens are correct. I just need to set to Zugov. Or something similar that can actually kill this out. There we go. Have random t-shirt colors. And it's basically like a it's like a loot box as to which one you get. Could you imagine if clothing and stuff like that ever became loot boxes? Oh, they're slowly starting to get regulated, but could you ever imagine if everything you ever bought was like a loot box? It's like, I want this shirt in green. Well, you only have like a 10% chance of getting it in green. Let's see. We'll take that over. You think you need something tankier in first off for your bounty hunter? The tankiest thing currently in bounty hunter, I believe, is turtle. What's it called? Something turtle. What's his full name? Why can I not remember its full name? But the turtle, the bounty hunter turtle, the one with 50% reduction that has the durability ability with brown spam. Why can I not remember his name? KrissTigger. KrissTigger is the tankiest thing, as well as one of the best bounty troops in the entire game. That even works outside of bounty troops. It's arguably the second best bounty troop in the game. The reason you didn't see me using in the most recent bounty is mostly because it was a really red-oriented team, so we didn't necessarily need brown. But yes, it is the tankiest bounty troop in the game, having 50% score reduction and having barrier and submerge on cast, which makes it tankier than any other bounty troop. But yeah, if you're looking for survivability, KrissTigger is the best way to go. It's also one of only 2 bounty troops that can realistically be used outside of bounty. Well, there's, I guess, a few more, like Parrot and stuff, but there's 2 main ones. Kaki and KrissTigger. So KrissTigger is good enough that it can actually be used outside of the game mode, which is generally a good sign of how good a bounty troop is. If a bounty troop can realistically be used outside of bounty, it is insanely good. And the only 2 that are extremely good for that are KrissTigger and Kaki. And Kaki is pretty much mandatory in bounty hunter, just because it has such a substantially higher damage output than any other bounty troop in the game. Bounty would actually be ultra annoying if it wasn't for Kaki, because every single bounty event is centered around Kaki build, just because they haven't added another one that's similar to Kaki in damage output. Corpse Mirror is pretty good too, yes. I don't feel like you would use it as often outside, but it can be used outside of the game mode. I just feel like there's better options in KrissTigger in many situations, but it's not bad. I mean, not KrissTigger, I mean, the mirror. The corpse mirror. Oh, what do I even grab here? We'll take the purple for now. I don't know. I would still say it's worth using almost all your rear medals, specifically for bounty troops. Out of every single thing you can use Yasmins for, I feel like upgrading bounty troops is the best way to go. Obviously ones you feel like you're actually going to use. But Werewolf is still under that category. Because most other rares you don't tend to use too much in battle, with a few exceptions of some key troops. So you're better off just putting them into extra bounty assists to make Bounty Hunter a little bit easier for when it comes around once every month. Because Bounty Hunter going into the next patch should still be about the same amount of time, about once every month or so. It might change slightly since we're going to be having so many more things happening on weekends. But it should still work out that way. My best troop is Mummified King. Oh gosh. I think they just did that to troll me. Mummified King, I said for the longest time, was the worst troop in the game. Then they did a patch that made it even worse. Hey, we got an Anu. Well, we didn't find our Nyshas, but we found the next best thing. Come on, where's our Nyshas at? But it's still not for nothing. We got our Anu today. Our daily Anu. Which is technically 3 times worse than a Nyshas. But, it's still better than every other token, other than a Nyshas. Also, the only problem if I try going to sleep in the next hour is I know I'm going to wake up in, like, the middle of the night. That's the only problem whenever I go to sleep early. My body wants to wake up in the middle of the night, and then I normally can't fall back to sleep when that happens. Because if I go to sleep, like, in 30 minutes, I'll wake up at, like, 3 a.m. naturally, and then won't be able to go back to sleep. Let's see, move that, move that. Maybe it's my body knowing that Gems of War reset's about to happen. Let's see. We'll throw that down. Yeah, Vespani, same thing happened to me. Well, I'm not exactly that close. I'm 7,000 away. But same kind of premise. I'm 1 Valraven away. We're both 1 Valraven away from doing it. But as I mentioned, Tier 4 is enough to go all the way. Tier 3, I don't believe so, which is why we went to Tier 4 anyways. But Tier 4, yes, because we've done it before with Tier 4. And as long as you're using max bonus the entire time, by the time Sunday rolls around, Tier 4 is enough to do full completion. Which means you would have saved a blue orb and 300 gems this week. Which is pretty hefty saving to still get every single bounty reward compared to normal. I almost kind of hope they don't keep adding bounty troops in a way. Like, it's nice having more troops. But bounty is so much cheaper when they do a repeat bounty troop. Like, it's like pretty much half the cost. Actually, less than half the cost. Because of the value of a blue orb. So they more than half cut the price in half for completing Bounty Hunter for all rewards. Which is quite a difference compared to normal. Which kind of makes me assume that they're going to keep adding troops. Otherwise, they greatly just reduced Bounty Hunter forever, the cost of it. Which isn't a bad thing. Perfect, I could do a 3 AM video. For something like Monday, that would work well. Doing that into Sunday wouldn't really help much. There's nothing really to cover at 3 AM on a Sunday. $3 AM on a Monday, however, there's a lot to cover. What do we go for here? Go for that. I remember when Karnix was actually meta. There was actually a point when Karnix was considered better than Gorgotha. It was a very short duration. But there was a point within this game where Karnix was considered better. Let's see, we'll throw that down. What was the Karnix team? Oh gosh, we're talking like really old meta, so it's gonna sound really weird. It was like Karnix, Silent One, because Silent One was also absurdly broken at the time. I think Venoxia, because Venoxia at the time was also broken. And maybe one other thing? I forget the exact build. But I know it used Karnix plus Silent One. I forget the full build, though. But it was Karnix, Silent One, something, something. But you have to keep in mind, that was like 5 years ago. Actually, a little over 5 years ago. We're talking really old meta. Like, absurdly old. They've nerfed Silent One about 2 to 3 times. The biggest nerf it ever got... Well, there's 2 biggest nerfs it ever got. The first one was they gave it so it silences itself after casting. It didn't used to do that. And the other big nerf they did was when they added immune to silence to the game. Immunities didn't used to exist, which also meant no immune to silence. And when there was no immune to silence, it was extremely broken. There's still cleanse in the game, but... silence immunity was not a natural thing. Meaning if you got 4 times silence, you'd have no way of removing it. Because the only way at the time to remove it was with a cast. And you couldn't cast if you were silenced. So there was nothing you could do. The meta at the time was basically whoever casts Silent One first wins. And then you just perpetually get silence stunned. Yeah, the easiest way to deal with that one Goblin team is freeze. Like, use Frost Mage Hero class, and you'll pretty much be good to go. It's not like auto win against it, but it definitely makes it way easier. Yeah, Silent One in the current state of the game wouldn't even be meta anymore. Even if it did not silence itself. That is mostly because the meta has shifted a lot. The main reason why Silent One wouldn't be viable now, even if it got it removed, is mostly because of its no board control. It also has a really bad final trait, which also was a pretty big indirect nerf to it. If it had like triple damage to silence enemies, kind of like how Web Spinner has, it'd be a different story. But even then, it wouldn't be as good as a Web Spinner. Also, one interesting thing about Silent One, which is no longer even remotely the case, but Silent One, way back when the game first started, for the first several months, actually had the highest base attack of anything in the entire game. That is no longer the case. But this was pretty relevant at the time, because it had like 10 or 11 skull damage, when total durability at the time was like 20. Like, it could two-shot things with skulls. Back when most things took like 3 or 4 hits to actually kill something. Which was also pretty relevant with it at the time. And had pretty standard durability despite how high its attack was too. I kind of wish we did have like an anti-mage kind of troop like that. Again. Frost Mage was supposed to be that, but it kind of lost its style over time. But like something that's really anti-casting while having a really high skull damage. Maybe something that like drains all enemies' mana and then converts it into attack. Something like that. Almost like a famine, but instead of a burst damage, it all goes to attack. While having some good final trait that puts it all together, and agile, so he can actually be used in first slot effectively. Let's see. I'll take that for now. And dead. Hello, Drux Savage! Welcome. Oh no, YouTube didn't recommend us. Yeah, that's the only bad thing about streaming other games. YouTube will actually recommend videos less if the person doesn't check like almost every video. And if we keep streaming other games that people aren't watching, like some people watch, but obviously a good majority of people don't, it actually makes YouTube recommend videos less, which is very annoying. I'll throw that down. Oh, we already got the kill. There we go. He's gotta like do something to try to get a skull, but we just flame her for it. There we go. Oh, we got a pet we don't need. I've had that thing max for ages. The current meta for a lot of battles, particularly in PvP game mode, is burst damage if you miss, or if the enemy gets burst damage, retreat, restart, and repeat. That is pretty much the meta right now for a lot of things, but particularly PvP. Where the quick win is so quick that it's actually quicker just going to restart the quick win if you don't get the quick win. I normally do teams that are a little bit safer than that, so we don't have to constantly repick spam, or restart spam. But it is a very strong build for a lot of things, but particularly PvP. It's also the kind of strategy that people use when they try to get world records for the game. Even though the scene for trying to get world records for Gems of War obviously isn't too active, but people still try for it. The whole methodology behind it is basically trying to go for obviously like a super quick kill team, and then just restart every single time you don't end up getting it until you get a perfect run. It's one of the reasons why teams that you see in as like the quickest teams ever for Gems of War aren't necessarily teams you should be using, because teams that are the absolute quickest win aren't necessarily the most consistent win per hour. There's a difference between being able to win the absolute quickest for a certain game mode and being able to win an effective quickest hourly rate for a certain game mode. They are two completely different things, and world record attempts normally do the quickest possible attempt rather than the quickest hourly, because they're normally different teams. They might have similarities, but they're normally different teams more often than not. I think one of the most noteworthy examples of that in the past was Firebomb versus Elspeth in the past, where Elspeth had the quickest possible win in the game, but Firebomb at the time was more consistent, which made Firebomb have a higher effective hourly rate, but Elspeth having a quicker single win instance. Have I ever done a video covering the best teams to use with each Delve Kingdom? Yes. Not all in one video, but independently as their own videos, yes. We might do an updated one in the near future, though. And then do another updated one once they finally have every Delve in the game. Because right now we're almost to the point where we're only missing a dozen. So doing a one around that point, and then doing one again a year later would probably work out pretty well. But yeah, aren't we almost at the dozen away from all? We'd have to be at 22 delves, and I believe we're one delve away. So that means doing it for next delve would actually be a pretty good time. Because I believe we are one delve away from 12 delves away from having all delves. Yes, we are one delve away from being 12 delves away. Which means after we get next delve, we will be 1 year away from having all delves. So yeah, I'll need to start planning that video then. And that'll be in during 5.0 as well after the fact. But yeah, around that time will be 1 year until it is it needs to be updated again. So that could end up working out pretty well. Guide videos in general I need to get back on top of. I've been kind of slacking on them lately. We will soon, TM. I'll throw that down. That's something else I haven't used on YouTube yet, which was a feature they added several months ago. I forget exactly when it came in, but I haven't actually used it. It's a thing where you guys have probably seen it on videos before, but you can divide up a video into sections where the loading bar on the bottom like actually divides up the video. Pretty sure you guys have seen it at least once or multiple times on YouTube already. Haven't actually used that for a video, but we'll need to soon. It definitely helps organize them. I'm not sure about Monday videos, because Monday videos already take a lot of time. But for like guide-like videos, we probably do it for those. Because we don't need even more to make Monday videos even more delayed. The main thing that makes them take longer normally is trying to combine the teams into the weekly overview. Like if we just went over Soulforge and a few other things, it'd be super quick. Since we could do it without even knowing what it was prior, we could literally just look at it for the first time, go right in, get right out, done. But what normally makes it take longer is the teams, normally. Even if they almost seem like repeat teams, with all the copying that you have to end up doing, and then all the other info that you have to put back in the thing, it takes up a lot of time. Like, just that alone could take like an hour to 3 hours sometimes, depending on how complex the teams are, and how many teams we actually need for a week. We'll take that down for now. And I should be able to man as we need. And hopefully we got lucky here and now killed out. And dead. Well, timestamps wasn't the thing I was referring to. It was a way that they have it to divide it up. That kind of, if you hover over it, even has like titles for the sections. It's pretty cool. It'd work really good for the guide videos. That's just the main type of video I've ever even seen them used for on YouTube. Most other videos don't really utilize them. But it's kind of like timestamping, but better. Let's use double summoner right there. And now it's double dead. Hello, Cynical! You just got here, but it's called Chapters. Just check out one of your descriptions on your new video, and you can see how to do it. Yeah, I have seen it. I haven't bothered implementing it yet. Haven't looked at the back end of YouTube to go and do that for a video. It's pretty straightforward, though. Like how adding the end things are to a video and all that. I just hate the new back end to YouTube that they changed as of several months ago. I prefer how it looked before. It still keeps throwing me off every single time I see it. And I see it every single day. And it still throws me off. Let's see, we'll throw that down. How come I'm using Dragon Guard? It's safer than a couple other ones. Technically, Slayer and stuff is quicker. But, Dragon Guard is safer. But yeah, Slayer is the quickest option you can use in first slot on this team. But its rate of death is higher. And for that reason, I like using Dragon Guard for safety. I have yet to do a definitive test to see which one has a better effective hourly rate. But the reason I use Dragon Guard is I'm pretty sure Dragon Guard is. Slayer has the quicker win. It's kind of what I just explained earlier. Slayer has the quicker max win, but I believe its hourly rate is slightly slower than Dragon Guard, due to Dragon Guard's high consistency of never dying, even though it can still die occasionally. But its chance of dying is substantially lower than Slayer. Whereas Slayer can end up losing pretty much out of nowhere. I think it could die in actually 2 hits. I think it's 2 or 3, I don't remember. Depends on the battle, of course. One nice thing about Dragon Guard is not only does it have 40% reduction, but you also get 1 whole free barrier, which allows it to survive for like 5 hits or something. Oh, that was an extra turn. What are you doing? I'll get Flamer down. That'll be the mana we need for the other thing. We'll get over mana with all the reds. This should be match and dead. And we get our auto extra turn from the thing. Though we also got one off the board and he's dead. Here we go. Come on, give us those Nyshas. We'll probably go for 1 more chest after this chest. So let me see. Does Salty post the smart codes yet? Salty, where's codes? Salty? Codes, please. Let's see. We'll throw the thing over there. We'll go and throw that over there. Get our destroy thingy. Let's see. Do we even go for Flamer for here? We'll go for that over there then. Get a Flamer for down onto that. Another t-shirt idea. Mistakes were made. Let's see. What do we go for here? We'll take a red over there. Grab our purple then. Take our Zugaf over there. Get our destroy in there. And then Zugaf the other thing. Okay, let's go get 1 more chest. Where should we hunt for it at? KZL, give us a chest. Give us those juicy chests. Yeah, that's what she said. She still never got around to it, though. Not sure why. Let's see. I'll take that over. I'll grab, what else do we want here? I'll take the red over there. Get her a little bit of brown then. Take our other brown so we can go get Flamer down. And just kill it out with Zugov. Oh wait, why is that already? Oh! I never set this to Explore 12. Fail. How is KZL still at 3? How are we still finding kingdoms that are at 3? All this time. I'm actually really surprised. KZL is still at 3. Let's try it again. One more kingdom. Apparently we still had one at 3. That should be the last one. There's no way we still have one at 3. After how long we've been doing 12s for. I'll go throw that down. Slayer with Lord of Slaughter actually would be kind of funny. Really risky, but very funny. Like you should like auto kill everything. Let's see. Take that over. But if anyone has any other questions, now would be a good time to ask. Otherwise, we'll probably roll out after this next drop here. Oh, what do I even go for here? I'll take blue. I'll grab that. Take our other blue. I'll grab yellow from over there and then Flamer Fur. I'll grab the other hit over there. Zugov away the thing. Grab destroys on everything. Can we get the last bit of our mana anywheres? Take red from over there. Do we need purple somewhere? So you know, I'll just go take that skull for now. Let him have the other thing. Get our destroy that we need. And then we can Zugov it down. Let's see. Grab the skull over there. Get our other skull there, and he's dead. Are 2 deeds of magic worth 300 gems? They can be. I have bought in it for that in the past. Oh, so see ya, Ella. Catch you later. But, I have bought in it for that in the past. It's only worth it if you haven't maxed out all the magic kingdoms, and even then, it's kind of iffy on if it's worth it or not. It's still pretty pricey. I personally went for it a few times, and I definitely went for it when it was at 225, because then it's really good value. But, it's only worth it if you haven't gotten all the magic kingdoms upgraded yet. Because obviously the main reason you would do it is for the 4 magic kingdoms. Technically there's 5 magic kingdoms, but 4 of them use purple. The other one uses green. I'll take that over for now. We'll grab right over there. Get our Zugov down. And there we go. Is Slayer +1 glory and +1 soul per turn worth it? It adds up. Though the +1 glory only works in PvP though, if you're doing it for a PvP build. But the +1 soul would work for every battle. It's a really minuscule amount of resources, but they add up over time. But not by much. Normally, I find the +1 glory to actually be pretty bad in many instances. Because if you're bothering to do PvP in the first place, sometimes the other trait that a troop has, I forget what Slayer has underneath that category, but sometimes the other troop that a trait has actually makes it quicker to the point that you earn more glory by not using the +1 glory, as weird as that may seem. Because a lot of hero classes have a trait that basically make them go quicker. Like Titan's kind of set up like that. where Titan's +1 glory is normally slower than using Brownstorm. More often than not. It's a kind of weird interaction, where not setting +1 glory gives you more glory per hour. Which kind of doesn't make sense, but it's the way that it ends up panning out effectively. Oh, could I have taken it 4 times and taken a skull there? Whoops. Oh, well, it's not that big a deal. Let's just go through explosion. He'll take skull, we'll take skull, he's dead. Alright, let's go grab our final chest. Oh wait, no, never mind. This is the battle after this battle. I just keep thinking this is the final battle sometimes. Because the other one's like grayed out until you actually do this battle. Because it requires those shards. But of course we already know we're going to have enough shards. Do you have a world record in Gems of War? No. I never really bothered for them for the most part. Also because I already knew for a while what would be in this patch. So I kind of didn't want to try for attempts till later because I knew we'd have higher stats. So if I was to ever try for attempts, it would be when we have like tier 8, tier 9, tier 10 chapter stats. And we can utilize all those stats. If I was to try for one, I'd probably go for pets, because it can use Phoenicia build. The only problem with pets is you can't attempt it as much, though. Which is annoying. Who knows, maybe I'll have a vault event during one of the really high amounts of stat weeks. That'd be the easiest time to try for it, since we'll have the most amount of attempts. But if I was to try for one, I'd probably try for pet world record. How quickly can you pet a pet? Let's see. I'll throw that down. Mostly because I believe the meta for it's literally just Phoenicia team. It's just getting really lucky with Phoenicia team. Ah, there we go. Speaking about not getting lucky or getting lucky, nothing there. But our gems are almost replenished. We're getting very close to back to 20,000 plus gems. Hopefully we can keep it that way. We kind of dipped under a little while back, but hopefully into the future we'll be able to keep it up and go from there. But anyways, does anyone else have any other questions? Anything you want me to go over, let me know. Otherwise, we'll be back same time tomorrow, as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. And we'll be going over all of the weekly stuff for next week, as well as... that was the other main thing we were going to go to. Finishing up Bounty Hunter and go claim all the loot from that. Definitely don't forget to go and make sure to get on that. Is Keylime still hold a record for it? He's probably on leaderboard. I'm pretty sure he's not first place anymore. Or if he ever was. Because I think he was beaten out by someone else already at the point. But he did get a pretty good time. I forget what his best time was by the end of it all. But I'm not sure what his time was. I think it was definitely sub 4 minutes. Might have been sub 3:30 minutes. I think record's almost sub 3 minutes at this point, with really good luck. But I haven't really attempted for them, but we can definitely give it a shot in the near future. You just found a new Gems of War tool. Someone on Reddit made a spreadsheet that will suggest crowdsourced teams using your Gems of War database info. Interesting. A little bit of work to get started, but maybe worth taking a look at. I might need to look into it later. Doing a whole video on third-party resources is a probably pretty good thing to do. There's quite a few decent ones. Like most people know about RimWorld and Gems of War database and stuff. But there are other ones out there. Many of which I've never really personally looked into much myself. But there's a lot of third-party tools that people have made over time for the game. Some of which aren't supported anymore. Quite a few of which still are. He got the record when he was stone cold drunk. That's funny. Also, what is my stream doing going down? Come back, stream. So we can go end our stream. Stream, come back online so I can go end you. But there we go. Should he post a link? Sure. Feel free to post a link. I'll go check it out right after the stream. As well as everyone else can go check it out. No, Jason can. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, I forgot. I'd have to mod you. Let me go mod you real quick. Let's see. I'll mod and unmod you. Add moderator. Okay, Jason, you have been moderated. Go post the link. Don't abuse your powers for the 10 seconds you have moderation. But you can post the link now. But yeah, when you get a second, just post the link so we can all see. Then I'll go do the unmoddy thing. But yeah, it sounds like a pretty cool resource. I could always try hunting it down on Reddit. Shouldn't be that hard to find. But if you find a link, let me know. And then you can paste it now. Vespini, what's your question? Let me know. Let me know. If you can do level 5 Explorer as fast as weak as casual PvP, what should you do? Are you trying to level up hero classes, or are you just trying to farm? If you're just trying to farm, try posting it again, Jason. I don't think it went through. But if you're trying to just farm resources, I would say Explore 5. If you're trying to level up hero classes, probably PvP. But if you're looking for overall resources, assuming you're not leveling up hero classes, it's probably Explore 5 you'd want to do. If you had the choice between the two. Especially if your guild cares about trophies at all. Which most guilds don't, but it'd end up being useful for that. But yeah, Jason, the link didn't post for whatever reason. Try it again now, though. There it is. But yeah, there's the link, everyone, for that resource he was just talking about. I'll check it out a little bit later after stream. But it seems to be something that suggests teams. Not sure how effective it is. We'd have to mess around with it. But it takes your data from Gems of War database, which is another website if you've never checked it out. And that's pretty quick to set up. And it then suggests you teams, apparently. It's probably still a little bit in beta, but it'll probably get better at doing so over time. Based on teams that, you know, are actually, like, meta. Because the thing that they have in-game gives you, like, some of the worst teams ever. Because the system's not that good. But it might be funny that people third-party have made a better tool than the one in-game. Which I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the thing that suggests teams. So, for example, here we have a team, obviously. But we can then go and... Where's the suggest team? It'll suggest us a bunch of teams. And obviously, a lot of these teams are the most useless teams we could ever bother building. Where they're going to be, like, super awful synergy. But that one resource that Jason just posted should hopefully have better output. Haven't actually tested it yet, but it can't be worse than what's in game. That's a pretty low bar, so I'm pretty sure it's better than the one in game at least, if nothing else. But anyways, guys, thank you for thank you, Jason, for the link there. Everyone, make sure to go check that out. And anyways, any other questions, anyone? Otherwise, we will be heading out for now. We'll be back an hour and a half prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night, as we are every night. Doing Gems of War content. Tomorrow we'll be going over previewing all the weekly stuff, as well as, what was the other thing? As well as finishing up Bounty Hunter. And don't forget, tomorrow is the last day to go get Bounty Hunter done, as well as Tower of Doom, if you still need to get Tower of Doom done. So make sure to go do both of those. Anyways, guys, I will catch you guys soon. Thank you so much for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe out there. Have I ever played drunk? No, I don't drink. So I've never played drunk. Because I never drink. So it's not possible for me to play drunk. But no, I just personally don't drink. Personal decision not to. I've been around drunk friends and stuff like that. But I've never really drank myself. I mean, it doesn't mean I've never have, but like I don't ever do it. Like I've tried it before. I don't get what the appeal is in drinking. Like it's definitely not for me. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe out there. Don't do anything reckless. And I'll catch you guys soon.